Hello friends, welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first video of mine that you're catching, welcome. My name is Rachel and I'm a reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. I love coming on this channel to show you what comes in the mystery boxes that I buy to source for my own online stores in hopes that it helps you make decisions for your online stores. I also like coming back a few months later and giving you an update on what I've sold from the boxes that I've ordered and showing you like my actual numbers and whether or not I would purchase the box again based on my results. So today I'm actually doing an update for you on two ThredUp boxes. I've got the women's brand name shoes box and the men's shoes box. I'm going to show you both of these in the same video because each box only had 5 pairs of shoes. But if you want to see how I did with these, definitely stick around. So lately I've done a lot more first quality versus like secondhand shoes and clothing and stuff, but I still love doing ThredUp boxes every once in a while just for fun if I can catch them when they go live on the site. So these are both secondhand boxes, and the great thing about secondhand boxes is that the cost per piece is usually pretty low, and more often than not they can still be pretty profitable. Of course, you know, it's kind of a luck of the draw with secondhand, but typically there's a good chance you can still make decent profit with secondhand items. So these two I was able to catch when they went live on the site. The ThredUp rescue boxes do tend to like go out of stock quickly after they restock, so you do have to kind of watch for them. So what I'll do is I will show you each one individually, and then I'll talk about what sold, what hasn't sold, and how much money I've made on the box. Ultimately, then I will re-rate the box based on the ease of listing, quality of items, and overall profitability. I will link the original videos down below if you want to watch the unboxing videos, but basically in the beginning when I first opened them, I rated the box, everything from the highest of high, holy grail, best box ever. Then there's oh yeah, as in like really good. I definitely loved this one. It met all of my profit goals. Oh, okay is, you know, just okay, middle of the road, not terrible, not great. Oh no, as in this was definitely not great. I probably just barely made my money back, maybe a little profit, or it was really difficult for some other reason. And then of course, dumpster fire, terrible, lost money, wasted a bunch of time, couldn't list half the stuff, that sort of thing. So once I tell you, once I go through the entire box, I will re-rate it again based on my actual results. So if you like content like this, do consider subscribing to my channel. Anytime I do an unboxing on this channel, I come back in a few months and I give you a results update so you can see how things actually sold for me. Hit that like button if you could, and let me know if you ordered this box or either one of these boxes lately, and I would love to hear how it went for you, if you got any gems in yours, and how your profits ended up working out for you in the end. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is the ThredUp women's brand name shoes box. This one was 7 pair of shoes. I feel like it might have supposed to have been 5, but I ended up getting 7. I don't remember entirely, but I paid $63.56 for the box, and that included my shipping and everything. So $9.08 per pair. Again, totally low risk box here. This was not like any sort of like high investment piece or anything, but I ended up selling 5 out of the 7, and I do have 2 left. So what I'll do is I'll show you on the side here, lowest sale price to high, the 2 that I have left, and then I'll give you my rating at the end. So here is what sold. I had the Arizona Stealth Buckle sandals from Birkenstock. Now these were not like the leather Birkenstock. These were the rubber ones, which are worth significantly less than the, you know, the leather Birkenstocks, but they still did sell, and they sold pretty quickly. And for $9.08 per piece, I still ended up making a profit on these. They sold for $20 on Poshmark. They were listed about 5 weeks. They did sell in the middle of winter, and they are clearly like pool sandals. So definitely not complaining there. I don't think I really could have gotten more for them, even if I waited for like the summer season to come around. That's pretty much like what they're worth. Then actually, I just sold these today. I am very excited to be able to report that these sold because I really thought these were never going to sell. And they sold just this morning, right before I was about to start filming this video. These are the Kate Spade Keds collaboration pink glitter sneakers. These sold for $34.99 on eBay, which was my full asking price. I bought this box in November of 2025. I know I'm behind. I'm aware, friends. I'm aware that I'm behind on my updates, but here we go now. And they just sold, what was it, 6 months later? These are a very springtimey type shoe, so I guess I can see that, but definitely a good profit on those. And the fact that they sold at my full asking price, they were a size 6. So definitely a right buyer situation, and I am definitely not complaining. The next ones were these V10 sneakers from the brand Veja. I think, is it Veja? Veja? I don't know. You can let me know in the comments if it's Veja or Veja, because I really don't know. These sold pretty quickly within a month. These were a $40 Mercari sale. My Mercari sales are kind of few and far between these days, but they do take like the least amount of fees, or one of the platforms that takes the least amount of fees. So totally happy with a $40 sale on those. They were not in the greatest condition, so you know, I don't think I really could have gotten more for these either. So I'm very happy with that sale. I had the Reina black ankle boots from Fry. Fry is a solid find, and Fry is very forgiving when it comes to condition in many of the styles I have found. So Fry is a leather, it's not really high-end, it's not really luxury, but it is a leather brand. It's like shoes and boots and bags and stuff. And a lot of their leather goods are intentionally distressed, or at least they're made to wear, like to be worn and to wear out. So this brand is pretty forgiving, and people will still purchase it if it's showing signs of wear. So that's one of the things I like about Fry, and it does retail pretty high. So these I knew were going to be pretty good, pretty substantial from this box. They did end up selling in only 2 days for $59.49 on eBay. I did price them based on the style and condition, and I think that was a totally fair price. I think I did send an offer on these, which somebody accepted. And the highest priced item in this box actually was a pair of shoes that this brand is Roger Vivier. You guys know me and my pronunciation. I'm not sure. But either way, this is more on the luxury end of things, not like the ultra luxury, but these retailed for pretty high. They were called the Belle de Nuit black patent heels. Again, not in the best condition, but I was still able to get $135 for them on Poshmark. It took a little under 2 months to sell. So, you know, I'll take it. You know, $135 for a pair of shoes I paid $9 for is more than ideal. Here are the two that have not sold yet. I had the Suburb crochet boots in black from UGG. I don't know what's going on with UGG. UGG had a moment. UGG had several moments, but I feel like UGG's moments are past. These are also not the best style, and they're a size 5. So condition-wise, they were good enough to list. I don't know that they have much else going for them, so those might be here a while. And then I have these tan leather slingback platforms from C by Chloe. So Chloe is a luxury brand. C by Chloe is like a diffusion line of a little bit less luxury, like more attainable type, still from like the same luxury brand. I did list these on the higher side, but they are not in the best condition. So it was kind of like, do I list lower and move them quickly, or do I list higher and see how they do? Unfortunately, they have not sold yet, but also we just went through winter with this box. So maybe as we get into sandal season, these will have a better chance. I probably will lower the price a little bit just to try to move them out of here. But that's what's left. So let's recap the box. I paid $63.56 for the entire box. Pretty easy to list, pretty par for the course when it comes to secondhand stuff. It wasn't like super hard. It wasn't super easy. It was just, you know, middle of the road. Quality of items, the fact that I was able to list all 7 and the fact that I did get 7 when I think I was supposed to get 5, A+ there. Ultimately, what it comes down to is the profit. So I paid $63.56, and on this box I made, not including the 2 that haven't sold, $241.42. So this one, although this was a low risk, sort of low reward, if I can triple my money on a box and then some, it's a holy grail. Holy Grail. Can you believe it? I'm calling a ThredUp box a Holy Grail. Now, because this is a secondhand box, will it always be this good? No, probably not. I do think I think luck was on my side for this one, but I would have wanted to at least make my 60 back plus another 120 in profit for this to be ideal. So I made my, what would that have been, 180 plus another 60. So really I hit the quadruple mark on this one. Plus I still have 2 pair of shoes, one of which I think will still sell. So this is absolutely a holy grail. Again, my results are not typical. My results are not guaranteed. However, I am very, very happy with this box. I'm happy that I picked this one up and gave it a chance because, again, although it was not a very high risk box, it was still really fun. And I made a good amount of money on this one. I made more money on, 7 pairs of shoes than sometimes what I make on a mystery box of 40. So that makes me very happy. The next box I want to talk about is the ThredUp men's shoes box. And I used to love when ThredUp had a men's clothing box. I haven't seen it in a long time, but for the same reasons I was excited about the men's shoes box, men's clothing and shoes are not sold on ThredUp. So a lot of times with ThredUp boxes, you end up getting stuff that was listed and never sold or was never reclaimed. With men's stuff, it was never listed. It never had the chance to sell on their site. So I've always done slightly better with the men's stuff. And when I saw that they had a men's shoes box listed, that was very exciting to me. So I did go ahead and grab this one. Again, I got 7 pair of shoes for $78.40 or about $11.20 per pair. I've sold 6 of the 7. I have 1 pair left. So let's go through this one and I'll talk about what's sold first. I had these black and white sneakers from the brand PF Flyers. I had never heard of that brand, but some of you had. These did sell just recently here in April for $17.99 on eBay. These were not in great condition. I don't think these retailed very high to begin with. And quite frankly, they might have been kind of old. So to get $17.99 was more than okay with me, breaking even plus a little bit of profit on those. I had these black canvas unisex sneakers from Vans. Vans are always a solid score, especially if they're in really good condition. These were listed about 3 months, a little over 3 months, and they only sold for $18. So not the best ever. I may not have thrifted these if I was like in a thrift store and found these, not for $11.20, but still glad I listed them. I was able to at least make my money back on those. I had the VI Court 3.0 sneakers from Adidas. These sold on Poshmark for $30 and they were listed about 5 weeks. I wasn't really expecting more from these. They kind of are what they are. I had these were very interesting. The Weejuns Larson penny loafers in burgundy. So these were more of a dress shoe. They were GH Bass. These sold on eBay in just a week for $30.48, which I did send out an offer that somebody accepted. In my experience, most men's dress shoes sit and sit and sit forever. They are so hard to move. I did not expect that these were going to sell so fast. So I'm keeping that in my back pocket for my own reference, and you probably should too. Weejuns, GH Bass, apparently sell quickly. These were a size 9.5, so also not the best men's size. And I don't think it was a fluke. I think that this particular style and this brand are maybe a little bit sought after. So do keep that in mind if you're sourcing. Might be something to look at in the men's shoes, even though I know I and maybe a lot of you don't source men's dress shoes at all, if ever. Then I had the Prague 2 sneakers in Reflecting Pond. These were Kizik. Kizik is, I think, mostly marketed on social media. And I don't know if I've ever seen them in stores. I think it's like an online thing. These were very hard to tell if they were men's or women's. They make this style, looking at their website, they make this style, this Prague style, in both men's and women's, and they look very, very similar. But these, I think, were actually women's shoes. They took about 3 months to sell, but they sold on Poshmark by offer for $45. So that was another solid sale. I did list them as women's based on what I was able to find, and I'm pretty confident in my decision, even though this was a men's box. And although I'd be kind of irritated that the wrong, gender was in the box and whatever, but I being that these sold just the same, I don't particularly care. As long as they're going to sell, I will take them. The pair of shoes that made this box a total winner was the Cloud Rock black hiking boots from On Cloud. Anything On Cloud is gold. Anything, like just about. Another brand, not totally forgiving on condition, but you can get away with selling some beat up On Cloud still for a profit, or at least I've been able to in the past. And these were actually in pretty good condition. So these were a 10.5 hiking shoe. And these sold on eBay. They were only listed for 3 days, and they sold for $106.25. And the buyer ended up shelling out $20 for shipping too, because they were quite heavy. So solid sale. Absolutely happy with that one. There's one pair that I have not sold yet. They are the Volt sneakers from the brand Loki or Lachi, Loci. I don't know how to pronounce that one either. These look like they're brand new, but I don't know anything about this brand, and I couldn't find anything or much about this brand. So like your guess is as good as mine on these. They're still here. They haven't had a ton of interest, but I don't really care because I've like made my good money on this box. I think maybe these I'll try to take to maybe like my buy sell trade store, or put them in my adult consignment sale when that rolls around again. But all in all, on this one, I sold 6 out of the 7. Ease of listing, not good, not terrible. Pretty par for the course when it comes to secondhand stuff. Quality, I would say quality was as expected. I was able to list everything without any like cleaning and stuff. There was nothing I had to completely trash. What matters most, of course, overall profitability. So to recap, I spent $78.48 on this box. And as of right now, I have made $130.12. So I'm basically double. I'm a few dollars short, but I do have one pair of shoes left. So typically when I'm paying secondhand prices for stuff, I do want to triple my money. The cost of goods, $11.20, is a little steep for secondhand shoes. So I would settle for double on this one, and I'm real close. I'm within like $10 of double on this one. So all of that being said, and being that it was only 7 items I had to list, this one's getting an oh yeah. Not quite a holy grail, didn't make quite enough profit on it, but definitely a solid oh yeah. Would I buy this one again? Yes, absolutely. Would I buy the first one again? Again, results not guaranteed, but yes, absolutely. I think that these are a solid pickup, at least the ones based on what I've seen and the ones I had. I would absolutely buy them again to put some money into a low risk, high potential for profit type box. So that's my results on this one. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you have ordered this before and how you've done with it. Hit that like button if you could. That lets me know you like this kind of content, and make sure you subscribe if you like this kind of content. I do put out both unboxing videos and update videos every single month. I also do reseller strategy type things, ship with me videos, all kinds of stuff. So I would love to see you again in a future video. But that is it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.